Let's now look at adjusting window layouts, perhaps because if we remove some panels that we don't necessarily need whilst we're dubbing in the studio recording like this, well, we gain some more screen real estate to make working that much easier. For example, if I want to adjust the size of the trimmer to main monitor relationship, well, I can do by left-clicking and dragging their division line. As I say, this might be because you might prefer to work this way when editing audio to video precisely. So now at this larger view, I can multi-click along our timeline to see a larger view of the band, and this would make it easier to line up drum hits, for example, with the studio recording. Okay, so that's one thing we can do when we want to tailor the user interface to the way that we like to work. Also, we can remove some panels if we don't want them. For example, if I go up to View, then I can roll down to where it says Master Bus. Now at the moment it's checked, and what the Master Bus is at the far right, next to the main monitor, is that level meter. Well, perhaps we don't really need to see that when we are dubbing in a studio recording. We don't really need to see the levels because in the ideal world, the studio recording will be optimized for its audio level anyway. So as I say, the master bus is checked there at the moment, so if I click on it to uncheck it, then of course the master bus level meter has been removed. Let me bring that back. I'll go back up to View and then down and click on master bus once more, and of course that returns it. Another thing you might want to do is, well, possibly you don't want to see the Media Generators tab. Let me just grab the horizontal scroll bar there to see it, and I'll select it. Maybe I don't want to see this Media Generators tab for when I am editing the studio recording to the video. So all I need to do is go up to View once more and then down to Media Generators and then simply click on it to remove it. Okay, so now it's not available in our list of tabs running down here. Another thing you might want to do is, well, possibly you don't want to see your trimmer window. All you need to do is click there on the cross to remove the trimmer panel. Okay, so this now allows more room for our project media panel. Okay, so once you're done playing around and adjusting the user interface, i.e. this layout, then to be able to save this simply means going back up to View and then rolling down to Window Layouts, fly out to the right, and where it says Save Layout As, click there, and in this resulting dialog box, just to make it easier, you can give your layout a name. I'm going to call it Gun Edit 1. Do notice the folder path there that this will be saved in, and if you want to give this a shortcut rather than having to go up to View and then down to Window Layouts, etc., then you could do. Now I'm not going to bother. I'm not really going to keep this as a layout, so I'll just hit cancel rather than OK. Now to return to your default layout, well, we saw this in the last tutorial in the previous section. All you would need to do is go back up to View and then down to Window Layouts once more and then across and choose Default Layout. Now for the moment I'm not going to go back to my default layout, so I'll just deselect to go back to our edited layout. And it's possible subsequently I change my mind what my window layout is going to look like. Perhaps I do want to see my Media Generators tab, so simple enough, go back up to View and then roll down to Media Generators and then click on it. And there you can see it's now back. But do notice, because we've now added it back in, that the Media Generators tab is placed at the far left, i.e. the start of our list there. If I want to reposition it to where it was originally, well, left click on it and then drag to reposition. So I'm dragging it to the right to the last position there. Okay, and perhaps I want to bring back my trimmer as well. I'll go up to View and click on Trimmer. Right, I'm going to finish here then, now that we've talked about window layouts in a bit more detail, and indeed about how we're going to progress through this section, building up our video, but with the substituted better quality studio audio recording.